Hey, it's Clayton and Jack, and in this video we're going to talk about how to make a long-distance relationship work. It's an important question, and if you are currently in a long-distance relationship, you might be feeling a little bit confused. You might be feeling unsure about what to do next. You might find that a lot of relationship advice out there doesn't actually apply to you because of the distance, and that can leave you in a place of anxiety, uncertainty. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to give you 3 tips, 3 secrets to look out for, to pay attention to while you're on this journey with your partner, and hopefully come out on top. So Jack, do you want to get into the first one?
Yeah, totally. So the first tip is to prioritize high quality connection time. It's like creating dates together, right? Now this may be a Skype date, video, might be some other way that you're connecting that's not actually in person, but treat it with the priority that if your relationship's a priority, this has to go on your calendar, right? And you may need to move your gym schedule, you may need to make other arrangements with friends in order that you give this the priority that it deserves.
Yeah.
Because when you're not living in the same place, you don't find those sort of natural, spontaneous flows.
Right.
So you kind of have to create that. You have to work a little bit harder to put structure into the relationship. So create high quality connection time, get it on your calendar and make it happen.
I love that. All right, so point 2 on how to make a long distance relationship work is to be willing to have the tough conversations about where the relationship is going. One of the number one reason why people actually break up in relationship is not necessarily because of the suffering that they're experiencing in the relationship, but because of the confusion that they're experiencing in the relationship. Not knowing where they stand with their partner, not knowing what the future's gonna look like. That creates a sense of anxiety in the present moment that has somebody feeling very insecure about where they're going and who they should be and how they should act, that has them often wanting to exit the partnership. So how you avoid that in a long distance relationship, which naturally has this kind of momentum for confusion because you don't know perhaps when the long distance is going to end, is to come up with a game plan with your partner to check in periodically about where the relationship is going, perhaps when the two of you are going to be together, whether that's 3 months out, 5 months out. If it is uncertain, if you're not sure how long that's going to last, maybe set a mile marker out 5 months, 6 months out to revisit how the two of you are feeling, and then set another mile marker out after that. That allows both of you to have a sense of security and checkpoints along the way so you can feel safer in the relationship and be fully enrolled in the long distance nature of the connection.
The third point is to include each other in your decisions. So imagine that you're thinking about taking a work trip, or imagine you're thinking about going away for the weekend. Run that idea by your partner or the other person, whoever they are to you, just like you would if they were day-to-day in your life. Because that way they get to be your partner, they get to be your sounding board, they get to be your advisor, they get to be your champion. You're actually giving them a role in what's unfolding in your life. Now, otherwise, it's kind of like you have a lovership, right? Which means that you're together when you're together, but when you're not together, you're not really in each other's lives. And by the way, that's totally fine if that's what you want. But most of you looking at this, if you're trying to make a long distance relationship work, you want a partnership. You don't want to just be lovers who see each other occasionally. You actually want the other person to be in your life, and increasingly that you're in theirs. So include each other in your decisions. And if there's ways that your partner isn't including you, ask whether you can be included. Not from a place of trigger, but from a place of desire. Like, hey, I noticed you booked that trip and didn't run it by me. I'd love to be included. I'd love to be part of your life. So include them in your decisions.
I love that. It's almost as if treating the relationship as if you are not long distance.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
So almost not like overlooking the distance and behaving like you're in the same city.
Yes.
Within proximity already.
And most people will need some intention to overcome the inertia of not having that person around. You know?
Yeah. Thank you. Cool. So look, if you're in a long distance relationship right now and what you're wanting is to make this work, we have a webinar that's called The 3 Keys to Attracting and Keeping a High Quality Man. And what's beautiful about this webinar is whether you're in a long distance relationship, whether you're in a relationship in the same city, the principles that we teach in this webinar will apply, and they will most assuredly give you a sense of confidence and a way to see your intimate relationships through a different lens that allows you to feel empowered. It allows you to have a clear roadmap of how to handle the inevitable challenges that come up, and ultimately feeling just more confident about this relationship lasting. So if that's interest to you, go ahead and click the link below this video and we will see you on the webinar.
We'll see you there.